Hello, this is again Stefan from overunity.com. I just want to do now a slideshow here from the pictures which visitors have made in Spich at the Rosch facility. Okay, many thanks to Spich and JD and Ronnie Korsberg and the other guy who first posted the 6 pictures. I don't remember his name anymore. He has only a cryptic name on the forum. Alright, many thanks to you, and now I begin. This is the card which you got when you took place in this visit at Gaia. Okay, here we see the generator coupled via these chains, and here's also the chain coming up from this paternoster thing. This is probably the Alita LS120 compressor pump, which is output here, goes to a manometer and then down into the tank, to the pipe. This is here probably the RPM meter, which is coupled here. It's a sensor to measure the RPMs, and this is the motor or generator. We still don't know if it's really a generator or if it's a motor. Okay, next picture. Okay, this is the IP cam, which is powered by this cable here, and it goes around here and then goes up. There's a AC/DC converter on a plug and also an Ethernet cable over here, and then it goes down here somewhere, and here somewhere it goes to the next room, something like this. Okay, you can see the IP camera, which has also infrared LEDs, a little bit better. Here's the plug where there's an AC/DC power supply adapter, and it's also having an Ethernet cable going together with a power supply cable here. Okay, and this was a scene from the first outage where the LED, infrared LED lights have shined their light onto this tube here. And here's a second reflection from the other camera, IP camera, which took the live stream, which is located about somewhere probably behind the sky here. Alright, next picture. This is Mr. Beiser unplugging one of these HTL infrared heating elements to show the load change on the generator. Okay, this is a diagram, again probably made by Sterling Allen, which shows the elements here on these pictures. Here's a support beam which might have a hidden cable inside. We don't still know. And the air compressor, that's false. It's only using about 100 to 120 watts of power, not 2.2 kilowatts. This was an older compressor which they had at Belgrade, which used so much power, but this small one, this membrane compressor, only uses about 100 watts and delivers a pressure of 0.5 bars at the depth of about 4.5 meters, which the pipe is. Okay, these are probably either sodium gas lamps or mercury gas lamps. We don't know yet. Probably more mercury gas lamps, because sodium gas lamps would be more yellow. Okay, here's a kilowatt hour meter, power meter, analog, These are these two control boxes. In this one there are some lead acid batteries, and with all the measurement or control knobs here. This is probably a frequency changer, and here also inside there's a control PC, a small control PC or something like this, control circuit board. There also comes up the red light when there's a failure, what we have seen. Okay, here are the lights on the floor, which is also the output. These are these heater plates, and here's a speaker for the demonstration because it makes also a little bit noise. Alright, next picture. This is pretty interesting, this picture. This was taken yesterday by Mr. Spich, Spy, so to say in Germany. Well, I try to zoom in. If you look into this area, you can see here it was tempered with a wall and probably over painted, or it's just the shadow of the generator plate here. I don't know really. Let's zoom out again a bit. But you see here is really tempered with a wall, so we don't know if there's a hidden cable beside it going down to this beam there, to this holding beam. I think at this place there was also tempered with a, you see that, not too good in this picture. There's coming up another picture where you can see it better. Okay, here's now the circuit diagram with also the control and measurement box here. Okay, this will be probably detailed in another video when the measurement day will come up. Okay, here again the analogous power meter, and here's the frequency display, which displays 48.30 Hertz. In the Belgrade unit they always had 50.01 or something like that, or 49.99 Hertz. So now they probably changed it, or it's really a generator which really reacts to the load being applied or disconnected. We don't know yet. Okay, so this is probably the Ethernet cable glued to the floor and gone to the next room. This is at the very side of the building, of the hall. Okay, here we see Mr. Beiser opening this control box, and there you can see the lead acid batteries inside, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or something like this. I don't know, a little bit unsharp this picture. So this is probably for some kind of buffering reasons or something like this. Maybe for the other CPU circuit board which controls this whole thing. We don't know. Okay, here's still a better picture with all the setup with a frequency changer box probably, or with CPU panel box inside here. The power meter, analog power meter again, and the other control box with the batteries. And this is interesting here. These 3 stands here, these are the floats for the new 100 kilowatts unit. You can see here these holes where the water will drain out, and you can also see here some special cutouts, so to say, where then probably from the side the air will be pumped in. Alright, you see again the gas lamps. These are 3 pieces. Alright, and here's a spiral cable coming from this RPM measurement sensor, and going probably also to one of these boxes here. These are all in all 5 cables coming down from the tube. This is set, this black one, the bigger one, is set to get the power down from the generator, and the other things are power supply for the compressor, and probably for this RPM measuring meter, and yeah, and also control cable for a valve for the compressor or something like this. Alright, next picture. This is the control box when it had some malfunctions. They put it in front of the chain here so the people can have a better look at it. There was a total about 3 or 4 outages already, so they took that away from the other thing, because these are mostly measurement unit, and they could disconnect it and just place it over here. Alright, that's a little bit unsharp again. Wow, this is supposed to be the new generator, 530 kilowatts at 375 RPM, 400 volts AC, 50 Hertz. Serial number, you can read it yourself. From Rosch, which they bought from China, and it's supposed to go into this new 100 kilowatt unit probably, or still in the bigger one, we don't know yet. Okay, next picture. This is Mr. Beiser sitting next to this 200 watts, to this 2 meter models, which was supposed to have around 300 watts, 200 to 300 watts output, but you see it's not working. They just had it sitting there at the corner. If it really would have worked, they said it's now defective because there are some seals broke. This white tube, when they go around here, these floats, and there is air pushed into it, and some seals have been broken, and they would have to get this paternoster thing out and fix the seals, these rubber seals, only a few cents worth of it, but they say it's not working anymore. But to my knowledge, they have never shown it running longer than 2 hours, and there's a box here. There are lithium-ion batteries inside, and these have this capacity for about 2 hours. Okay, here you can see the box again. There are also big batteries inside there. Okay, this is a new 100 kilowatts unit, which came probably from the company Haslach, which also tried to experiment with it. You can see it already has a lot of rust here, and yeah, probably Haslach did not get it to work, and now donated it probably to Roche back, and now Roche will try to probably build the thing up. Now they have 2 of these big tubes. Here you can see how big this tube is. They just got it delivered yesterday or 2 days ago, I don't know really, so it's pretty big. Yeah. Okay, here's another compressor they have standing there in the corner. It's a piston air compressor, model MZW06, maximal pressure in PSI 117 as it seems. Tank in liter 300, rated voltage 380 volts, 50 Hertz. Dimensions, you can read it yourself, doesn't matter now too much. Net weight 259 kilograms. Okay, these are the pictures from what was it, JD? Yes, JD. He took very good quality pictures from the outside, also from Rosch here, also the sub-company HTL, which makes these infrared heating panels, these white panels which you saw there. Okay, this is a new building they bought in around last year. I don't know, maybe November, December or something like this. Still had to renovate then the hall. This is the Brüsseler Street 15 here. From the other side, a view of the building here. Okay, this is Mr. Reuter. And the other people attending, and it's a reception here. Okay, this is probably the entrance, or that's just a men's toilet, I don't know, probably the entrance to the hall or something like this. Okay, here we see again the measurement and switch box here with all these ampere meters, and here's a digital ampere meter also with a main switch here. It's a three-phase system, so the phases could probably be switched on and off separately. And here they have some control points where you can measure, or with the switch you can switch on and off the current measurement, so it breaks the circuit, and with these bush connectors you can measure the current then. Alright, here you can see still the LAN cable coming from the IP cameras. This is probably the power supply for the LAN camera, which streams the live stream, and here comes the LAN cable from, I don't know, or this is one. But this cable then goes to the floor, to the next room. Maybe also this is only a power cable, I don't know. Yeah, this is a power cable, maybe power cable then goes to the next room. But this is probably the line cable here. Okay, this is a power cable, LAN cable. Alright, next. Okay, this is again set up CPU panel box, control CPU there, analog power meter and control box with lead acid batteries inside. Here again the good quality circuit diagram plan with also the legends, what every single switch means here in German language. Okay, another view of it all. Okay, here again the tube with a plate here, the iron plate. So let's zoom in. Here's the new compressor. We don't know if it's an Alita or a different model. Here is an connector to put in water, or to refill or get the water out. You see the generator or motor. Here's the power cable coming down. Yeah, and this is probably the power cord for the compressor. This one I don't know. Yeah, must be also here control cables for the compressor and for the RPM sensor box here. Yeah. Alright, next slide. This is one of these HTL infrared heating plates from the back side. you can see here in this mirror the gas lamps, gas discharge lamps here. Okay, these are the flood normal halogen lamps probably. And here you can see one of this floats inside this new tube, which they got delivered in March. Alright, so again the tube. Okay, here you can see again the power plug from the IP cam going up there. Here again these heating elements, panels. Okay, this is again the tube setup. Again the compressor, the generator. Alright, and here you can see still the cable going up the power supply to the IP camera. Okay, this was a new 100 kilowatt tubes, about diameter 1.5 meters and about 10 meters in length. Here are some tables where the visitors can sit. The trash bin here this is the second 5-meter tube. They got delivered two of them, but only built up one. Alright, this is the picture Gaia published of the power meter, where they compared the facility power meter with the power meter they had at their own unit. Now the interesting thing was that is both times it was only 1 minute apart, the reading. So the question is if they really had time to go to the facility power meter and took readings, because it's a little bit away, but we don't know. Maybe they have a fast runner going from one power meter to the other. So they so you can see here they had about 727 kilowatt hours, and here the next day at 9:28 a.m. they had 808 kilowatt hours, so about 73 and 4 77 kilowatt hours running, and here they only used up 3 kilowatts. Yeah. Alright. Again, the tube was a compressor and generator, and this is interesting because if you zoom in here at this, you can see that here is again tempered with a wall and painted over. Here probably was a hole. Here was a bigger hole cemented over. Yeah, I don't know if that is important or if they have put a cable there somehow. We don't know yet. Hidden cable, nobody knows yet. We will see. Alright, this is a complete scene again with some visitors. Also one filming. Again the circuitry room. I think these are the last pictures now. Again the control box. Here you can see the digital ampere meters. It corresponds to these 3 analog ampere meters. Here's a voltmeter showing about 400 volts output. And these are the single phases output. They only have used here in this case 2 phases as it seems. Alright, and this is again the frequency 49.45 Hertz. Alright, again the power meter, a close up. Alright, the whole scene again. And here again these 2 tubes, another 5-meter tubes for another Gaia power plant, and this is the big 100 kilowatt tube for the upcoming 100 kilowatt unit. Alright, you can see it in comparison to the height of the small Gaia power plant. Can compare the sizes pretty good. And here again the big generator, which should go probably in the 100 kilowatts unit. Here's a 2-meter model, and here probably the compressor for this 100 kilowatts unit. Alright, again another view. You can see here this is a cable which goes to the power cable, and Ethernet cable which goes to the second IP cam sitting up there around the corner up there. And you can see it a bit going here somewhere into the corner. It probably comes down the Ethernet cable then. Alright, that's it. Okay guys, I hope you liked this little explanation of all these things. Yeah, also here's, let's see, some kind of plugs here. We don't know what this should be for. Well, maybe adapter plugs or something like this, or connection plugs. We don't know. Alright, this is it for now. I hope you liked it. Please give a thumbs up and share it on Facebook or other social media if you like. Many thanks, and we will see in the next day what will come out of all of it. Alright, Stefan Hartmann signing out.